Yeah, unfortunately, we're going to end the work week on a damp and kind of much cooler note, especially going into Friday, but it doesn't last too long, and the weekend looks great. And all of next weekend, for the most part, a lot of 70s and dry conditions, kind of a dry pattern we're going into. But we do have a wet morning for a lot of areas south of I-90. Go further north, unlikely to see much in the way of precipitation. It'll probably be just cloud cover going on. There is another round of showers coming in for Thursday evening, kind of a line going west to east across the area. And then it'll be definitely dry, cooler, even kind of chilly. I misspelled chilly there too. By Friday going milder, but then milder by Saturday too. And I'll say how cold it will feel for Friday here in about a few minutes here. Otherwise, all the precipitation really is not going to be developing until about 2 to 3. You'll start seeing this area begin to approach Prairie du Chien south of I-90 probably by 5 to 6 a.m. This area, very light rain will begin to spread across, and I think it'll get far north, maybe as Black River Falls, Winona area, and that's about it. It'll begin then to push off to the east as we get towards 10 and 11. Western areas of the area will begin to see the precipitation come to an end. Eventually, I-90 area will be about 1 to 2. The rest of the afternoon actually doesn't look too bad. In fact, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, we might see some sun that could help get these temperatures into the low 60s. But then cloud cover comes. We definitely have another front, almost like a cold front that'll be approaching from the west. And there's this line of scattered showers that'll come through. More of them as you go further north. In fact, Ladysmith and the Rusk County might see more of a general light rain. That'll come through the evening and about midnight, 2 to 3 in the morning. I think the morning commute for the most areas will be dry, except east of I-94. That precipitation will then push east. Now, Friday looks overall not too bad. It's just going to be cloudy, cool with a north wind continuing. The problem with that is the temperatures are really going to be changing. But for tomorrow, the temperatures drop a few degrees. We're back to the upper 50s, low 60s with that rain and all cloud cover. Friday going into then Friday, look at these temperatures up to the north, Rusk County, low upper 40s, so definitely quite a drop and well below average. Further south you go, upper 50s, low 60s, so quite a contrast across the area, but so it could feel quite chilly with that north wind going on with the cloud cover. Now Saturday we start clearing out, we get the lighter winds back to where we should be, which is about the mid 60s right now for most of the area. Those conditions continue on Sunday. In fact, the temperatures come up to the 70s across the area. Not too far, you have almost the 80s. That pattern will continue because the jet stream is going to be well to the north pretty much for the next week. Otherwise, pretty dry. That'll keep the storm track to the north permanently and keep us on mild, at least mild to maybe warm at times. So that's the positive news if you want a dry stretch of weather coming. I think we got that for the most part once we get past for the precipitation we see on tomorrow. As you can see, the weekend looks great, mid 70s, and then next week minus just a little bit of drop in the temperature Wednesday and Thursday. It's dry and mild, and in fact, you could go all the way through the following weekend to be dry conditions too. So I think we'll be in a dry stretch, but if you like the 70s, we've got quite a few of those coming next week.
I think we've got a lot of lovely days coming up.
So many lovely ones.
Thank you, Greg.